What is up, guys? In today's video I want to talk about Mamoswine, probably currently the best defender and so annoying to play against. Every time I play melee into Mamoswine I don't have fun. Also Rapid Fire Scarf makes Pokemon even stronger. You have so many more boosted auto attacks, your early game is even stronger, and it was even hard to imagine how does Mamoswine get even stronger early game. Combined with the Muscle Band and the Focus Band, you could also play Tech Weight, Cookie, there's a lot of different bits you can go on this Pokemon. Focus Band is kinda given, I feel like, because you really want to just spin your opponents, and Focus Band proccing can help you a lot. So our goal in the early game is to fight our opponents. Here I already make the first mistake maybe though. Actually I don't. You can just use an Ice Shot into boosted auto attack, but you always may remember that Ice Shot gives you a boosted auto attack. So if you have a boosted auto attack ready, and you see this Gibble has no chance, I'm just auto attacking him to death with my Fire Scarf, and he just has no chance. Your Ice Shot gives you a boosted auto attack. So if you have a boosted auto attack ready, you want to use that first and then Ice Shot again, so you can stun your opponent. So you want to be very aggressive early game. Right now we already got one KO, so I'm just for now securing farm on our side. And if these two overextend, I will turn around again onto them. Our jungler's here as well now, so I'm going to tank into the bush. We have a boosted auto attack ready. And here you can see it. There I was doing it. I was doing a boosted auto attack, waiting for my Ice Shot, and I used my Ice Shot. And then try to get another boosted auto attack off, which they were out of range, but that's how it's supposed to be, right? I'm pairing also with Ice Kick, Crash, and Horsepower. Currently my favorite moves on this Pokemon. So I'm just going to secure this for now, get level 5, get Ice Kick, Crash. And it does the same as well. You get a boosted auto attack after using it. I'm using my attack speed right here. I'm just running into him. I proc my Ice Kick Crash as well with my boosted auto attack, then it explodes, does even more damage. And boosted auto attack, using Ice Kick Crash, boosted auto attack. And someone can sometimes miss though, so you gotta be a bit careful when you just start auto attacking. It's just very important to keep auto attacking on this Pokemon. We leave the goal at 1, which is very, very good right here. Breaking this goal here would be a terrible mistake because it's 820 and we would lose out on a lot of experience, right? So very good for us that our Greninja was smart enough not to break the goal. And it's always great to have good teammates that understand the game as well. So we're just going to farm right here, try to get to level 7. And then we can bully them even harder when we get high horsepower, right? So there we go. I'm going to see them auto-attacking, stun into tackle, into more auto-attacks. And that's well, I don't try to stun them at the same time. Boosted auto-attack, wait a bit, into tackle, which just stun them again. And I'm going to help out my jungler, who is currently fighting mid, who doesn't even need help. He just kills our opponents. And now it's totally fine to break the goal. I think it's still a bit too early, but since he gets 28 coins out, I think it's fine. We still tried our hardest to get this, at least this last hit right here. So we get our level 7. And now I'm going to be kind of aggressive. We obviously want to go for the Regieleki now on top side, since we broke the first goal. If we didn't break it, we could also maybe go for bot lane. So I'm just going to Ice Kick Crash, high horsepower, and you can see how much damage we do with this Pokemon, right? It's absolutely incredible. I XP, dodge the Dragon Rush of the Garchomp. I walk back, do another Ice Kick Crash into high horsepower, into boosted auto attack, and my Lucario is here to also kill the Gabite. So very nice play. We get away with a lot of things there. And this Pokemon, even without attack, wait, that's so much damage, right? Mamoswine does absolutely incredible damage for a defender. I think a lot of people don't even understand how much damage this Pokemon does. And they also get stunned at the same time, so they can't even move or do anything back, right? So now, again, I'm going to zone for my team. I want to be over here and just want to make sure that they can't reach this high horsepower. And again, Ice Kick Crash, try to auto-attack. My auto-attack sadly actually misses. Start auto-attacking again. You can see me do boost auto-attack first. And now we Ice Kick Crash, but I have to be a bit careful because I'm slowly dying. So always make sure you don't overlap your stuns too much, right? You want to make sure that your stuns are hitting one after another. Not too much. I'm going to start auto-attacking. Actually, I'm going to go back here right here to defend the Regieleki. And now I see this guy is still around. I'm auto-attacking him into high horsepower. And he dies. So they get Regieleki. Doesn't really matter too much in the end. Obviously, it would have been nice for us to have it, because you could have pushed it maybe into the second goal. But, you know, last hitting exists, so it's never guaranteed you just get the objective. I'm still looking for my level 9, so I'm trying to get some of the Altarias right here. Just burst them down, and we get level 9 easily here. And now we give the Altaria to Greninja, because you're pretty much fine on experience. Level 9 is where you want to be, right? The plus moves don't really matter too much. Of course, the higher level you are, the better it is. But yeah, I'm going to start auto-attacking. We have a boost auto-attack ready. We stun him into Ice Kick Crash, and I can run away now and just start going on more targets, because I know my Greninja is going to get him. I'm going to start auto-taking this Urshifu. I'm going to try to peel for my Greninja as much as I can. So I'm going to start Night moving right here. I just want to make sure my Greninja lives. Sadly, my Unite didn't really do much, but I'm just going to go on the Gardevoir afterwards, and you can see how much CC we have, right? We just Unite move into all of our stuns, and this guy has no chance of living. Going for this Report right here. And Lucario actually gives it to me, which, I mean, is quite good. Because I'm an auto-attack based build, right? So if I auto-attack a lot, they're going to be slowed. Here's where we look for this guy. He's going to double team over the ball. And we still want to be very aggressive. We want to be aggressive. We have X speed up in case something bad happens. And I'm still looking for their jungle. If you have a lead, you kind of have to be aggressive. The only problem is you might give away comeback experience, right? But if your team is on the same page, which my Lucario is right now, you get away with a lot of things and be very aggressive. You can't just go back to your goals and do nothing, because the enemies, in this meantime, are farming all of these camps, right? So they're getting comeback experience right here. So if you don't pressure these camps at least some of them, right, you're gonna be in trouble. Don't have Unite move now, so I'm just gonna high horsepower out. I have to be very careful in this fight, so I'm gonna play it slow for now. I can't really do much, all my teammates are currently winning this fight. I take a crash back in and high horsepower. And we decided to play this fight slow. We didn't have Unite move up. And yeah, my team did very well. So luckily I didn't have to do much in this fight. I'm gonna take this Altaria Vein over. My team is doing a Jalecki. By doing this as well, I can see if someone comes close maybe. So you don't want 4 people to be on there, right? I have a Gardevoir, a Decidueye, Greninja. I don't have to do Regieleki. I just have to make sure the opponents can't get to it and don't see it, so we get more vision, right? You can try and push the Unite move up, so I'm looking for something right here. They get stunned by Regieleki. My Ice Kick Crash, high horsepower, and it's your normal combo. Follow up with the Unite move. My Gardevoir does the same. And we just make sure we start auto-taking now. Rapid Fire Scarf is active. I'm gonna score 40 in the meantime, find another nice horsepower, and our Gardevoir follows it up and gets a KO, triple KO for himself. And we kill the second goal, so very good Regieleki push. Mamoswine is pretty good at it just because high horsepower, right, pushing people away. So actually one of the best Pokemon to push Regielekis with as well. Going over to the Scout Jump right here, higher sparring, start auto-taking. Very, very important, but I have to be a bit careful, right? We're diving a goal right here. I'm just going to high horsepower in. I know I have focus bent up, so I'm very aggressive right here. Have my X speed, proc it, run around, and just try to be annoying. And now we high horsepower this guy back into my team, get a nice KO right there. And we don't have to be too careful. I still have focus bent up, but Garchomp does Unite move us, so now we kind of have to run. And maybe if he chases, we can still turn around, so I'm just waiting for it. And we're gonna Ice Kick a Crash, high horsepower the Greninja, and he dies. Like, a lot of Pokemon just die in this one combo, especially if one of your teammates just follows it up. It's hilarious how much damage it does. So again, just Ice Kick a Crash from far away, stun them, make them scared, poke them a tiny bit. Ornament and left now for Rayquaza to spawn, so we shouldn't be too aggressive anymore. I'm just checking if the red buff is up, which it is. So I'm gonna start taking it. But I think my Greninja ended up taking it in the end, which is totally fine as well. Don't mind it too much as long as they don't have it. Looking for the Greninja up here. Again, we shouldn't be too aggressive right now, but I'm quite confident that nothing can happen to me. So just high horsepower in. And yeah, I kind of want to be level 14 still as well right now. Would be very nice to have. See this indeed away. And just try to make sure they don't get more experience. Of course, this is kind of a risky position to be in right now. We should probably move back a tiny bit and not be looking for too much. So I'm going to try to zone for my Decidueye here, who sadly dies. I'm just going to start auto-taking. My Rapid Fire is up now, but we do have to run. And now we just make sure we don't die. 2 of us are dead, which means they could go for Rayquaza if we're not too careful. So we just have to buy time right here. The Garchomp misses everything, goes very deep, and I'm just going in with my high horsepower, stunning the Gardevoir. He drops very low, and then I get Urshifu Unite moved. I didn't expect this to happen. I don't think there's much I could do about that. I was just trying to get some vision and just make sure they can't do Rayquaza and buy time. For my team to respawn. Selby are dead for a long time now, my team is 45. But we do have Regieleki and then we base. And I can't just do it. The game's obviously not over still yet. We still have to do certain things. And yeah, so I just have to wait to respawn. I guess I should have maybe not been in there. I was very confident I can't die. But then I get Urshifu Unite moved, and I sadly don't have fully or anything. And it actually just kills me. It actually just killed me. Respawning now, trying to join my team. On bot side, the Gardevoir of the enemy team ends up dying. And they're starting to do Rayquaza. So, gotta make sure that they don't get it. And we just try to go for KOs right here. Our main goal is going for KOs. That's why I take a crash instantly in, high horsepower in, and I'm going to Unite move 3-4 targets right here with a super nice Gardevoir Unite on top of my stuns. And we get 1, we get 2, high horsepower, the Greninja over to my team. We can, but he just dies anyways. And we get him as well. Looking for the Garchomp now. I take a crash, dodge away from a string, rush string combo. And he also gets KO'd. So now Rayquaza's up. Obviously don't have to do much, but these scenarios, you want to be either here or here, right? You want to still be zoning to see who's the last man standing, and there we go. There's the Gardevoir. I instantly spot him. I take a crash into high horsepower, auto-take him to death, and he goes down. Luckily, he aimed his future sight under himself, so could have maybe had it. But yeah, as a defender, your job is to kind of zone and make sure the enemies can't get to Rayquaza. And yeah, I think it was a pretty beautiful game. My team was playing super, super well. This is the time where defender makes actually very fun to play when your team is on the same page. We were doing a lot of things together, and you can see the power of Mamoswine when especially your team also doesn't do too bad. But in general, it's Pokemon does so much damage. You will see, in the end, I was still the highest damage in the game. I actually had a pretty good score. I think I had Let me see it for a second. I know you guys are probably interested in this as well. We had 9 KOs, 23 assists, and we still managed to top damage as well with a, how much was it? 77,000, so we still top damaged, out-damaged all of our damage dealers with this Pokemon. But yeah, my team did amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.